Welcome back to 9 on your side at 7. Some immigration judges say they don't have the jurisdiction to hold bond hearings, and that's leaving many detained behind bars. Senior national investigative correspondent Mark Greenblatt asks, are these judges above the law?
They come here to escape terrors from their homeland.
We don't send people back to their death.
But many have faced prolonged detention.
I feel as though I'll never have any hope of getting out.
Are some immigration judges defying the law, denying constitutional safeguards?
They've been locked away and the key's been thrown away.
He grabbed me by my hair and then he really beat on my stomach. And then afterwards I started having a bleeding.
21-year-old Monica Perez says she miscarried that day in 2015 and soon fled Guatemala to escape the reach of her ex-boyfriend, who had ties to gangs and corrupt officials.
Well, he would give me death threats, saying that he would kill me if I left the country.
Monica tried to escape by coming to America twice. She was sent back the first time she crossed the U.S. border. The second time she was apprehended, federal officials deemed she had a credible story and a reasonable fear of harm if returned to Guatemala. Monica was sent here to the Eloy Maximum Security Detention Center south of Phoenix. We met her on her 460th day of her detention.
This is an individual who has suffered so much before coming to the United States.
Emily Witzel is Monica's attorney and says Monica has never been granted a bond hearing, which could allow her to pursue her case to remain in the U.S. while living with family outside of detention.
It's just a process of re-traumatizing someone all over again once they arrive.
Monica's part of a special group of detainees who have been deported before but are now seeking protection. Their fate lies in the hands of immigration judges employed by the Department of Justice, not the judicial branch.
They are going before judges, but judges are giving them no chance to even make their argument for release.
In the Ninth Circuit, where Monica's court sits, many judges have begun to claim it's not their job to hold a bond hearing for cases like hers. The number of judges claiming no jurisdiction has exploded, going from just 1 in 2015 to at least 36 judges in 2017. The Ninth Circuit has ruled that bond hearings must be held every 180 days of detention before an immigration judge. After that, if the government can't prove detainees are a danger or a flight risk, they're eligible for release. In our analysis of DOJ data, records show at least 400 people in the Ninth were detained longer than 180 days with no bond hearing decision.
They should be following the law.
Tucson-based lawyer Matt Green has challenged DOJ's immigration judges in federal district court 14 times and won every time.
Their interpretations, I believe, are completely at odds with the clear statement of the law.
We've reached out to immigration judges and DOJ for comment. All have declined. So we tracked down former immigration judge Art Arthur, who presided in the Third Circuit.
These individuals plainly believe that the Ninth Circuit decision is wrong and that it will be overturned by the Supreme Court.
And until it's reversed?
Until it's reversed, and I were the judge, I would say I have the jurisdiction and the obligation to hear the bond hearing.
A federal district judge recently stepped in and forced DOJ to hold a bond hearing for Monica. The immigration judge ruled she was neither a danger nor a flight risk and freed her on bond to continue her case while released. Mark Greenblatt for Scripps News in Washington.
And there is a case currently before the U.S. Supreme Court to review prolonged detention and the time requirement for bond hearings. We will have more on this story posted for you on WCPO.com.